And what I will say is, obviously, yes, there's something super, super special about a cacao ceremony. Um, After, the ceremony that you flew down here for last week, and just that experience, and how the women walked away from that. And that was a bit more than a cacao ceremony. It was like a cacao ceremony on steroids. Eh,
Well,
But
let's talk about that because not everybody knows what happened and what we're talking about. So why don't you explain that a little bit? What happened?
yeah, so one of our dear friends, Vanessa, who normally listens, if you're out there, Vanessa, shout out to you this morning. But she requested a ceremony for celebration of her birthday and herself. And so, this was a first. And of course, like, I love anything that invites me to open up my creative pathways. And so, it's centered around a cacao ceremony. But then I had, and I don't want to give away all the details here in case someone's listening. Like, you want to come and experience, the surprise of it. And another thing I will say, because I do have already, since doing that, I have 3 requests. I have one scheduled already for next week. And that's how special it was. Like, people are like, I have to have this. And so each one will be tailored specifically to that individual. Like, before we had the ceremony, I sat with Vanessa and I'm like, why do you want this ceremony, and what do you want it to manifest for you in your life? And so, she was telling me she's struggling with worthiness, so we incorporated that into the ceremony. And stepping in more into the feminine energy, which is a big deal for most women living in modern times. And and a few other things. So I incorporated all of that into this cacao ceremony that had all these other pieces to it, to open up everyone's heart, which is what cacao is so beautiful at.